Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Couple of things. First of all, it's the first video that I've been able to record of this series in a while. I did it, there was like 5 or 6 that I recorded ages ago, so I haven't been able to like action many of the comments and things. 2, I'm on a new PC, which means, and I'm saying this at the start of every individual series, or the first video recorded of each individual series, which means I'm still adjusting audio settings on OBS, make sure things sound okay. So let me know if I sound okay, if the game sounds okay, if we're in balance. When you hear like loud noises like that, is it too loud? Is it okay? Just let me know, and we'll work it out together as a team. So I had to familiarize myself with what I was doing because it really has been a while. I'm working on rocket interiors. Yeah, you're being redone, right, because you have to go to the left and I should use the party phone because it's smaller. I remember that. Same thing's happening here. You're adding a sculpture. Yeah. We've done the same thing up here, but you don't need a telescope because you're just doing research. Oh, one of the things I've been told, that the refrigerators don't ever need to be powered. So I can just do that right now. They don't ever need to be powered, but I should half the maximum storage capacity so that it doesn't hold all of the berry sludge we have. Because right now it's holding, I think, all of the berry sludge. Oh, look at our calories. Oh, it's in berry sludge. That explains it. We have so many calories in berry sludge. Oh, you're full of berry sludge as well. Oh, sweet. So I shouldn't let them take all of the berry sludge because they don't need all of it, especially if the exploration rocket, the SS Sol, she's just going to be going like or like maybe to here to explore whatever this is. She's not going to be going far and definitely not going to be out for particularly long. She's going to go, come back, refuel, go again, come back, that kind of thing. You're not going to need a lot of food on that, I wouldn't think. But we do have a nice amount of berry sludge that we can put into those rockets, but they don't need to be holding all of it. And it's quicker. They're not having to haul 100 kilograms of berry sludge up. They can just haul 50 kilograms each. Seems like the smart thing to do. We were setting... Oh yeah, we were setting this steam turbine up. Eventually. I've got to wait for them to set all of this up and then I plug it in. And so this is the steam turbine here, which is going to drip a little bit of water in. The water's going to become steam. Steam's going to go back in and delete heat. And that's going to cool this oil down to the point where we can go in and actually work with it. Right? Hold on, the game's going to go quiet for a sec. There we go. Just while I tab to the other page, because I have the page of comments to action. I set them to change these ladders. So I've been building these ladders like this, right, with one space between, which I should get rid of those. I've come to learn is a terrible idea because I don't know why in my head I thought that's 2 spaces, they can run across them. No. This is 2 spaces and they can run across the top of the ladder. If the ladders are like this, they hang on the side and whoop, 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 whoop. Takes forever. Or they keep going up here. Meanwhile, got our ass killed doing that. Idiot. Anyway. So I think... Yeah, I've changed the priority. So always build the new ones first. Then deconstruct the old ones. Hopefully that will, actually make a difference. Yeah, they'll actually run rather than slowly hop, hop, hop. What? You're hurt? Oh, because people were burning them. Yeah, I remember. Let me just probably 9 these, by the way. I would like this construction to be done because this is a project we started working on, but I would like to get it finished so I can see the results. And we'll get a little bit more power as this steam turbine cools this down. Now, I've been told I should do something similar to this in taming these volcanoes, specifically the metal one, because the metal one, I've been told actually, thank you Graham, that any volcano that produces metal doesn't get hot enough to run the petroleum boiler setup that we have up here, you know, where this would be the metal volcano. Remember, this isn't actually a reactor, this is a volcano. Produces the liquid, the lava, the magma comes down here, gets solidified, heats up crude oil that comes in here. The crude oil turns into petroleum. The petroleum smooshes its way back down this heat exchanger and then into here, and then you get rid of it. Apparently, a metal volcano doesn't produce enough temperature from its magma. So you can only do that petroleum boiler with a standard magma volcano. You can do a similar thing actually with I think I discussed it with like a heat spike into the magma basin down here, but that is dangerous because it requires you to physically excavate a path into the magma basin, and then it's the difference between less than 100 degree temperature suddenly mixing with, I don't know, 1600 degrees of temperature. It can get a little, you know, kind of, and you're feeling a little, so I don't want to mess around with that, considering this will be my first ever petroleum boiler reverse flow heat exchanger setup system. I also, the way I set it up there, or like diagrammed it out, I don't have enough space to do that here. I think what I'll need to do is it. Let me show you. No, let me show you what I think. Right. So we've got the volcano here. It all goes down here, and then it heats the thing up. I think what I might need to do is like put the volcano. Yeah, put this basin kind of to the side and let the stuff flow down a little bit, and then have all of this essentially to the right of the volcano, so we don't have a lot of space down there. I'm sure I could make it work though, and it's definitely a lot. Oh, we should tab up some speed. We can go fast. Do you know what's really nice? We can tab up to speed 3 and the game doesn't stutter now that I'm on a new machine. It's so nice. What are you doing, by the way? You're building before you deconstruct. That's exactly what I asked you to do. Perfect. So they're going to build this proper layer, then deconstruct the other one, and then it makes maneuvering through here much quicker. Okay. Now, I don't want to be at speed 3 because I feel like at speed 3, I lose sight of what's going on. Also, I'm going to add another incubator because I got a comment that said it's actually, I don't know why I'm ambiguizing it. Graham is a guy in the community who loves Oxygen Not Included, knows way more about it than I do, and he gives me a lot of helpful comments. And he said in his, I guess, worlds, colonies, unit, however you would describe this unit of existence in Oxygen Not Included, he usually has like 3 of these incubators, unpowered, to cover 2 ranches. I mean, he gets some extra who just live and evolve in here. That's fine, because then if you ever run out of space here, you can pull one in, all as well. So I'm going to add an extra one, just so that we don't run out of hatches. Because right now, they're our primary food source. And it's working, you know? They are producing food. In fact, we have 100,000 kilocalories of barbecue, of just schmeat. That's the good stuff. We have a bit of cooked seafood. Yeah, because we do have fish. That is true. Right, do me a favour. Just mop all of that up for now. And by mop, I mean sweep. That you should mop. Oh, have they? They have connected everything up. You are connected via power. So now I do this. Huh? Do you not naturally split? I wonder why that is. I'm starting to think that I don't fully understand liquid pipe directions in Oxygen Not Included. Or any pipe directions, because I was also struggling with this stuff. Oh, I've also been told that I'm being too stingy with my oxygen vents, my gas vents. I should be having more gas vents all over the freaking place. So I'm going to put one of you there. I've got one of you there. I've got one of you there. Apparently I should have a way more. I've got one of you here. Let me reconnect you. Oh, you're already max gas pressure. I don't know what our gas pressure is looking like. Oh, there's so much carbon dioxide down here. Well, that explains why these gas vents are over pressure. We are at... Oh, not down here. Down here, we're almost 2 kilograms, which I think is like the ambient pressure. We're only at 1 kilogram of available gas pressure over here. Even less over here. Okay. Why don't we... Let me grab you. We'll just do that. Gas vent. So we'll put one of you there. And we'll just see how that works. I've been told I should add way more. For now, I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to see what happens because I don't want to overcommit and then have something go terribly wrong. Right. So this water thing. Why don't you want to... I get that you're an output. You're going this way. Maybe I... Oh, it didn't like going to an output. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I meant to go to here. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I see. We'll just send you this way. A bit of water in there. That becomes steam. Turbine's too hot. Must be below... Oh! The turbine itself is too hot because it's no very hot area. I understand. We need to cool the... Oh, you know what? This area up here, it's hot, but it's not actually that hot. This heat just came out of the gap we made in order to pump the liquid vent in. So, what if we just made an ice temp shift plate here? Actually, let's make it in the middle and then see what happens. Make it a 9. And then the ice will be cold because it's ice. And then it will flow down here. It'll also go down here a little bit. We're not really too concerned about that. But it'll cool the area down, hopefully enough that the steam turbine can start working. And you know what we should do? Oh, I hadn't even thought about this yet. We should probably... Let's see if it cools it down. If it cools it down to just under 100, we should make... Did I do that up here? I think we should make them out of radiant pipes. Oh no, you're insulated. Okay, we shouldn't radiant them then. We should just insulate them, keep them insulated. If we had some system to cool down here, then we should radiant pipe past here. But I don't think we do. Everything down here is pretty warm, actually. Yeah. Now, this used to be like an ice biome. Remember when this was an ice biome? That's why the anti-entropy thermo nullifier is in here. It's crazy. Right, let me check some more comments. Oh, you know what I should do as well? So I had a space scanner up here, but it had tiles above it, which meant its scan quality was actually 0. I should put a space scanner like here. Or maybe here, right between the two rockets. And then we can power it. Now the reason I'm doing this is because this space scanner uses... Why did I build... Oh yeah, I built this to power the thing. Anyway, whatever that was, it was a stupid idea. I built this space scanner in order to look out for rockets. Let's just run this all the way across. In fact, we could probably build a couple of them. Like so. And then we can have one lookout for each rocket. I'll have to get rid of all of this in between, but that's fine. Do this. Get rid of everything. But I had solid blocks above them. In fact, this should also go. Get rid of this. With the solid blocks above them, the space scanner's scan quality is 0. Hate that. Instead, we want nice, open blocks so that the space scanner can see space and then, in theory, detect these rockets and power these doors. Automatically. Right? So, like, all we need is 2 doors powered per space scanner. I think we could do that. We put a transformer somewhere down here so that it doesn't... well, it is going to overheat because it's hot as hell down here because we're firing off petroleum engines. But it naturally cools itself down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we should be all good. You, bottle emptier, you can go. Get out of here. I've been told that this was a terrible way to do this, to set up this lake. Such is life. But, you know, if we want oxalite. But now we can produce oxalite. What are you hooked into? Oh, into the machine. Oh. Fair enough. Wherever you going? Oh. Huh? Sorry. I have a friend who... a very good friend, actually, who... you know, has just... basically couldn't use their PC for a while. And they couldn't play, like, more intensive games. But they just started playing Destiny 2. Now, I don't know if that is her or if that is her partner logging in to do some stuff in Destiny. We'll see. I'll find out later. So it took me back for a second. Anyway. Did they have yet to temp shift plate this. But you are a priority 9. Do we have ice? Oh, no, Lee, excuse me? Okay. Ice. There are 57 available tons of ice. Okay, so we don't actually need... we don't have it stored anywhere, probably. Quinn. Brother, there is no way you're idle. What could you possibly... Quinn. Store and tidy if you're not doing anything else. Do I really not have... I have sweeping jobs, Quinn. What are you talking about? But unless it's your break time. Oh, it might be your break time. Oh, yeah. I know where he goes. Now Devon's idle. But it's not telling me the duplicates are idle. Oh, I have no research focus. We should absolutely do that. I'm sorry. Are we on... We're on the big boys now. Wow. How many data banks do we have? 335. So we can do one of those and then we have to send whoever back up. So, oh, so they're just loading polluted dirt into here. Why is... Because the polluted dirt goes down here and we turn it into sand. Yeah. So I'm familiarizing myself. We've been going... I don't know how many episodes we're at right now. Yeah, we have a glass forge and everything. I forgot about this. We've been going for so many episodes. I've kind of forgotten a lot of the things I've done. But I remember now. Okay, okay. How big is a solar panel? We don't have enough glass. Oh, I can't see. We talk about... We have... We not have glass? Is that not what I was looking at down here? Oh, we have 140 kilograms of glass. Okay. What if you made... We turn 100 sand into 25 kilograms of glass. That would be 100. So why don't you do that? Do you have to stand here? Oh, I suppose it is a work errand. Oh, yeah. And then, blop, blop, blop. Molten glass drops out. 25 kilograms. Covered it with some food poisoning germs in. And then that cools down, becomes glass. Perfect. Oh, also. Oh, you know what? I'll take more sand because we're using 400 kilograms of sand right now. 3,000 kilograms, or three tons of sand, basically. It's like 750 kilograms of glass, which is like almost 4 solar panels. Easy money. Oh, the ice temp shift plate worked. Show me temps. Who's scalding? And where could you possibly be? Oh, down here. That makes sense. Because the glass is cooling off and this area is getting hot-ish. But we're not going to be running this at such a permanent state. So we should be okay. So once you're done here, that should be the last of the molten glass. Unless it takes several attempts to do each one. I don't know. But, at the very least, look at this, okay? This bad boy is heating up again. Wow, he's heating up again. Yeah. Because it's very hot up here. Ambiently, though, temperature has lowered. You know what? I'm going to have them build 3 ice temp shift plates. And what's the temperature of the water coming out here? 95 degrees. It's not bad. If we cool this down just a little bit more with some ice. In fact, but there's a heavy what? Okay. Hear me out on this, right? We're going to deconstruct this. They're going to deconstruct this. And then they're going to build a heavy watt joint plate here. Now, the only reason I'm going to build a heavy water joint plate here is because it's going to act as a wall, which will retain the water. And then as these 3 ice temp shift plates melt, they will keep the nice cold water in here for longer. And then we can just deconstruct you and... but I don't want to disconnect. I'll have them do this as well, and then I'll just snip you in, basically. This is just a temporary measure so that we can keep the ice retained in here. Are you going to build the joint plate? You've delivered the lead, and then someone else will do the joint plate. Okay, sweet. Right, let me check some more comments. I don't know if I'm at the bottom of my list or the top. I'm at the top, okay. So I can go down a little bit. Oh, this is the one about taming the volcano. Yeah. This one I'm saving for later. But I'm going to use it. And it involves another turbine to cool things down. So we're going to be getting even more kind of free power. I hadn't realized how many things... well, I clicked the thing. How many things you can basically use a turbine for to cool and generate power because of it. It's awesome. Oh, hold on. Are you naturally just cooling down? Wrong one. Temperature? 100. Oh, there we go. Look, the conductive wire is in. Now, if you priority 8 the wires, priority 9 the temp shift plates. Oh, hold on. She's cooled already. Maybe Ixnay on the temp shift day. Heating up a bit. Oh, is it because they've actively placed ice there? On the temp shift plate? Yeah. When they add the ice to the temp shift plates, before the temp shift plate is even constructed, the ice is starting to cool the area down ambiently. I love that. Now in here, it's obviously hot, right? Very hot. Steam is very hot. This is 268.7 degrees. Eventually, this will cool it down. I believe. Okay, so you're now going to build. You added more ice, and now you're building. Okay. Oh, you know what? This isn't running at full power. Is that because there's not enough steam? Or is it because this one is occasionally blocked by the oil? That's probably why. Yeah. That's fine, I think. It probably would have been a smarter idea to basically build this all one tile up, which is a real shame that we didn't do that. Oh yeah, look at that cooling happen. Keeps the thing nice and cold. We love that. Yeah, I probably should have built this all one tile up. You know what, for now though, it's working. It's not at full power, but it's free power. Essentially forever. Oh, also, give me the old copy setting, paste setting. Thank you. How's our battery situation looking? Damn, we are draining power. What are we using power on, do you think? You're running all the time. That is unfortunate, but it's not something I want to change at the moment. Now the power's going back up, probably because you all kicked on. Yes. Understood. We do have a lot of things running. You're running at the moment. It's fair. In here, I suppose the nice thing about this is nothing is actually running. Nothing is costing power. It's all just free power. I wonder if I dumped a bit more steam in, or a bit more water in here. Let me try that. Let me try that. Let me just up. And then let me snip you. We'll just see. Then we'll build you back down. Okay. Looks like I'm producing less power now. What do you do? Oh, you're building the temp shift plate. Man, that's slow. Okay. He just wasn't building it. And I don't know why. Okay, so we've got a bit of steam down here. And you know what? I think once this temp shift plate is done, we've probably mastered the taming of this steam turbine. Oh, the power's fluctuating up and down a bit. Do you know what? It's free power. I'm happy with it. Right. Show me the ships again. Ah, you're connected. You don't need to be powered. That's right. Are you a Great Hall? Great Hall. You don't even need a flower in the thing. Ah. Oh yeah, we've got you set up now, so you only turn on when we're back home. Fantastic. Lacks astronomy. Oh, our pilot's gonna need the astronomy skill. Who's our pilot? It's Quinn and Rowan. Where's... Quinn has only one skill. Okay. Rowan? You're gonna do that. Right? What do you need for this thing? Science building. Do you need a skill for this? I don't think you do. So I think we can send Quinn up in the Gemini and Rowan up in the SS Soul. By the way, berry sludge, and make that just 50 kilograms, please. And make that a priority 9 as well. Perfect. Yo, the game doesn't have to think as long either when it's loading. I love that for us. Okay, so what we've got the water's all set up, yes, but we need to actively pump water into you. That's true. That's very true. You come from here. You're gonna go up the left side and in like that. Okay. Okay, I see. And oh. You should come down here. Yeah. But hear me out on this, right? What if... Okay. What if I pull this down to here? Now, it seems weird, right? But it doesn't matter what order these things are in. You are unreachable because nobody can physically come and touch you. That's fine. Is it fine? It's fine. No, it isn't. We need to... Hold on. Are you reachable now? I guess. So what we'll do is we'll set up solar panel down here. That way this is in line with this one. Now, why is that important? Right now, it's not. But eventually, we'd probably like to have a large petroleum engine on both of these rockets. And when we do that, and we have the Spacefarer module just above it, then they will be exactly in line. And then basically, I'm designing for the future when I place this here. I put this here so that they fill this bad boy up with fertilizer. Yeah. And then... Damn, you're clear all the way up. So they fill that bad boy up with fertilizer, and then when it's full, I'll set it back up to the top. All will be well. We've got batteries full of power. We have solar panels. You probably don't need 2 solar panels, but it looks kind of cool with 2 solar panels. Right. So they're still going with all of that. You're still just churning away. What's the temps like? One's 260. What? You were 268, right? 268.7 earlier? Yeah. Now, Graham told me that it will take 20 cycles or so for this to work. Now, I haven't set it up in the best way, so it might take me longer. But the fact is, as long as this thing isn't producing crude oil all the time, which I don't think it can produce above that layer, we'll just keep cooling this down. You're 99 degrees, but the crude oil that comes out is 302. The fact that the crude oil that comes out is 302 and the crude oil currently in here is 261 means we are cooling it down. Now eventually we'll cool it enough that this will stop running. That's fine. It will have done its job. It would have provided temporary power, and then we can pull this crude oil into a petroleum or a crude oil... a petroleum boiler. I forgot the word for a second. And we'll make some stuff happen. Okay, so I think our metal volcano, what we're going to want is for the stuff to be priority 1. I wish I could make it out of a material I don't have so they could never build it. We're probably going to want this to basically like be boxed. I wish there was a planning mode like RimWorld. That'd be so good. We want it boxed off, then it produces the lava, and the lava flows down and this way, and then down to through like the mining setup area. So we'll have the miner here. Right, we'll have the miner here, we'll have the tunnel that goes down with a door exchanger thing on the bottom. And then it will send heat to a loop, or the start of the reverse flow heat exchanger. And then in the design up there that I got from another video, the S of the heat exchanger runs under the volcano. We could probably just run the S up this way and it not be a problem. But as long as we keep it roughly in the hot biome, I mean, even if we crack into this, it's not too much of a problem, right? I don't really care about what's going on over here, just so long as I can get this petroleum boiler setup going. And then... so where is it? Here it is. Yeah, see, it in this instance it runs under here. But what if all of this was basically flipped? So all of this instead occupies space here. I don't think we have enough space directly underneath our volcano. Depends where the volcano has to be. I'll have to double check the video. I think the volcano can be anywhere in this box. We just want a decent amount of magma up here. But even if the volcano was like, let's say here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, well, this isn't a perfect design, but let's roughly gauge it out, right? Let's say the volcano's here. We would need... What does that number say? 30... 20, 21? 20 tiles, roughly? We need 20 tiles or so underneath. Let's see how many tiles we actually have underneath our volcano of workable space. 15. Okay. Not the perfect amount. But again, we can just have this flow. Can't rise above here. We could have it flow down a little bit, be mined, and then zip, 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 zip up the counterflow heat exchanger. And then... Right, and then it has to drop down again. I forget how this works. Go down, and you heat. Oh, and then it goes up, and then down. Yeah, okay. So, in theory, right, we could just have the magma, like, heat an area down here, and then we just have the tunnel come up here, and then zip, 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 zip to a pump that pumps the crude oil in and the petroleum out. And the crude oil we can pull from our leaky oil fissure over here. We can use the crude oil that's down here, and we might as well. We're not doing anything with it, right? But we don't have to. That's the important part. We can use the leaky oil fissure to get functionally infinite crude oil without using the oil reservoirs, because they require you to pump water in, and then when you pump water in, there's a whole thing of it producing natural gas and it overheating, and it seems like a real pain. So we'll, you know, we'll make it work, basically. We'll make it work. I also think this self-powered oxygen maker setup that we have right now is good. But I think it could be better. I think we should build a larger self-powered oxygen maker somewhere. Doesn't necessarily have to be here. Could be. This is a nice big open space, actually. We could build one in here that runs several of these electrolyzers and these gas pumps to double pump the gas out into a hydrogen generator, which, yeah, is useful. I'll look up some designs for larger self-powered oxygen makers. Give me the sandstone. And you're ready, I think. You're pretty much ready to go. Get all the unnecessaries out of here. The fridge needs to be filled with food, and then you're good to go. In here, you have way too much food, but that's also okay. Other than that, I think you're ready to go as well, right? Give me maybe sweep everything unnecessary out of here. What are you holding? You should be filled. Just fill these up. Priority 9 these. And then we can send Quinn up there. Also, that is where we're going to call this first episode of the new machine. I mean, it's like the 140,000th episode or something like that. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm still having a good time. But, yeah. First episode on the new machine. It was pretty smooth. Glad it's working. Didn't I tell you to deconstruct this? I don't remember. Find out. For now, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. Helps out a great deal. Really appreciate it. Love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description. Ring the notification button. And I will see all of you in the next one. See ya!